Let me introduce myself. Myself Raja. I am from Velamal Institute of Technology, the Department of Computer Science Engineering. Today I came here for giving an lecture series on Python programming. Once again I welcome you all for this gritty code contest. So today I am going to take a lecture on looping and control structures. Okay. So let me start with that. So today we are going to discuss about, this is the agenda, so we are going to discuss about while, for and break and continue and pass statement. This is what we are going to discuss. This is the agenda. Yeah, let me start with while loop. So what is while loop? While loop is a statement in Python is used to repeatedly execute set of statement as long as given condition is true. You know that. So there is a situation that some set of statements are to be executed frequently. Okay, so that is the reason why we are going for an while loop. Okay, in while loop the test expression is checked first. Okay, so while loop is in condition where we are going to check the condition first. The condition is true only, the set of statements will be getting executed. Okay, suppose the condition when become false, it will come out from the loop. That is the statement which is outside the loop will get executed. So in while loop the test expression is checked first. The body of the loop is entered only if the test expression is true, right? As I told you earlier, first it will check for the condition. Okay, if the condition is true only, it will go to the body of the while loop. After one iteration, the test expression is checked again. This process continues until the test expression evaluates to false, right? So first it will check for the condition, while loop condition. Okay, once the condition is true, it will get into the body of the while loop. Okay, suppose the condition is false, right? When the condition is become false, it will come out from the while loop. The first time it will check for the condition. Next, if the condition is true, it will go to the body of the loop. Again, once again it will go to the same while loop. It will check for the condition. Okay, if the condition is true only, it will come to the body of the loop. So let me explain with an example. So next, in Python, the body of the while loop is determined through indentation. The body of the while loop is mainly it is indentation is very important in looping. That is wherever you go for while loop or for loop or if conditions or anything. Okay, so after the if or after the while, after the for loop, there should be some indentation will be there. So indentation is nothing but it is a body of the looping, right? So I will tell you what is indentation when you are going to see some programs. The statement inside the while starts with indentation and the first unindented line marks at the end, that I will show you. Yeah. So first let me explain how the while loop is going to get executed. So then now in while loop the test condition first it will check it. The condition is true, it will check for the condition first. If the condition is true, the body of the while loop will be getting executed. You can see here, this is the while loop, and these two statements are comes under the body of the while loop. Okay, so indentation is nothing but after the while loop, so this some space is given to these two lines. This is called indentation. Okay, so this is called indentation. So indentation and all where we are supposed to give the indentation. So in while, wherever you are giving colon, right? In while loop, end of the while loop we will be giving colon. In for loop also will be end of the for loop we will be using colon. Even if also we will be using colon. Else also will be using end of the else we will be using colon. Wherever you are using colon, the next line will be coming with indentation. Very important, right? That is in Python. Indentation plays a major role. Okay, otherwise if you are not properly indented, then you will get an error. Okay, so you will get an indentation error, right? Okay, fine. So you can see here the condition is true, the body of the statement is getting executed. Again, after only one time the body of the statement will get executed. Next, again it will go for the checking the same condition again. Again the condition is true only, it will come to the body of the loop. It will keep on going until this condition become false. Okay. So first suppose the first time itself the condition is false, it will directly it will not go to the body of the statement, it will directly go to the exit the while loop. That is this is the one example program to find the sum of n numbers. Okay. So what is sum of n numbers? Let me explain first the program. What is sum of n numbers? So you know that it is a number, n number. Sum of n number is nothing but 1 minute. Yes. Sum of n number means sum is nothing but addition, right? So sum of n numbers means that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, it will keep on plus, next keep on up to n number whatever you are giving it. Okay. So here my input, suppose I am giving my n value is 5, my n value is 5, right? So what I am going to do now, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 is equal to what is my answer. So 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 5 is 15. So my input is 5, my output is going to be 15, right? This is what my input, this is what my output. Okay. So for that, first what I want to know, this is n is nothing but input. So since it is an integer, the data type should be given as int, right? So during runtime I want to get an input, so that's why I am giving as input of enter n. So these things are all, you know it. Okay. So I equal to 1, initially I am setting some value, and sum equal to 0 is sum is another variable. So I am going to declare the value as 0 initially. So now only I am going for a condition, while condition, while I less than or equal to n, right? So now the I value is already I have declared as 1, okay, less than or equal to, what is the n value? N is nothing but my input 5, right? So 1 less than or equal to 5. So 1 less than or equal to 5, now the condition is true because the 5 is the maximum, right? So it will, the condition is true now, it will come to the body of the while loop. So these two statements are the body of the while loop. Okay. So this print statement is outside the while loop, okay, because it is not intended. Okay. So here the condition is true now, it will come here. Sum equal to, what is sum value? Initially we are declared as 0. Initially it's declared as 0. I value is 1. So I value is 1 now, 0 plus 1 is 1. Now the sum value is 1. So now I equal to I plus 1 is, what is I plus 1? I value is 1 plus 1. So now I value become 2. Now I value become 2. Okay, ma? Okay. So now I value become 2. Yes. Again it will go to the same while loop. Okay. So when it is going to same while loop, so now I value become 2. 2 less than or equal to, now the I value become 2, 2 less than or equal to 5, again the condition is true. Okay. So it will come to the body of the while loop. So sum equal to, what is already sum value? Sum value is already, it is 1. Okay. So now the sum is 1 plus, what is I value? Now I value is 2. Okay. So 1 plus 2, now sum value is 3, right? So now I equal to I plus 1, now already I value is now 2 plus 1 is 3. So now I value is 3. Okay. Here sum value is 3. Sum value 3, that is sum value is equal to 3. I value also 3. Right? Again we will go to while loop. So here 3 less than or equal to n value is 5. Condition again true. Okay. So it will come here, sum equal to, sum value is already 3. I value is now 3. So totally 6. Okay. So I equal to I plus 1 na, I value already 3 plus 1, now I value become 4. Right? Again it will go to same while loop, again it will check for the condition 4 less than or equal to n. The condition is still true. It will come here, sum equal to, sum value already 6. 6 plus I value is 4. 6 plus 4, it is 10. Sum value is now 10. I equal to I plus 1 na, that is 4 plus 1, 5. So now I value become 5. Again we will go to same while loop, the condition I value is 5, 5 less than or equal to 5. Still the condition is true. Okay. It will come here, sum equal to, already sum values 10. 10 plus I value is 5. So 10 plus 5, 15. So now sum value is 15. I equal to I value is already 5 plus 1. Now I value become 6. Again it will go to same while loop. Okay, I value 6 less than or equal to 5. Now only the condition is becoming false. So when the condition become false, it will come out from the while loop. It will print the sum value. What is sum? Sum value at last is 15. So that is what it is getting printed. Okay. So next one is factorial of a number. Okay, factorial number, you know it. Okay, this is also using while loop. So what is the factorial number? You know that what is factorial number? Okay. So for example, you know, if I take so if I my value factorial value is 5, right? My factorial, if I am taking my input is 5 na, 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 is equal to what is the value? 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So my value is 120. If my input is 5, my output should be 120. Suppose my input is 4. What is the 4 factorial value? What is the 4 factorial value? How do you calculate? 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 is equal to what is the value? So 4 into 3, 12, 12 into 2, 24 plus 1, 25. So this is the likewise you have to calculate. Okay. So now you can So first I want to, during runtime I want to get an input. So for that I am giving n is nothing but my input value number. Okay. So this is evaluate. What is evaluate? In earlier program we have given as int int. So int is nothing but integer data type. Float also you know it, float data type. Okay. So here eval is nothing but it will work for integer data type as well as float. So whatever the number you want to give it, you can give it. Both it will be accepted by this kind of data type, that is called eval. So this is for getting input. Now I am assigning some value for I. So the I is a variable, I am going to use it here for iteration. Next fact is another variable, I am going to use it in our program. Okay. So likewise you people need to do some. Okay. First suppose I will go for n value is 4 I am taking, right. So what is I value is initially declare as 1 less than or equal to what is n value? 4. Okay. The condition is true now, it will come to this body of the while loop. So which are the statements which are comes under the body of the while loop? These two statements, that is fact equal to fact star I and I equal to I plus 1, which is the outside of the while loop, this statement. Okay, because this statement is not intended. These two statements are intended. Okay, so what and all it is comes under indentation of after the while, those two statements are the statements is comes under the while. Okay. So likewise the condition is true, it will come here fact equal to fact int I na, initially fact value is 1 star, that is multiplication, I value is 1 into 1. So 1 into 1 will be stored in fact. So now I equal to I plus 1, I value become initially 1 plus 1 na, I value become 2, again will go to same while loop, it will check for condition, the condition is true na, it will come here, still condition is true only, it will go to fact, it will do an operations. Okay, likewise it will keep on going, finally you will get a value of 25 if your input is 4. Okay, finally that will get printed. Okay, so that is the that is the answer. Okay, so this is another example using while loop. So reverse the given number. Reverse the given number is nothing but suppose I am giving 125. My input is 125. I want to reverse this one. When I reverse it, I will get 521. Okay, so further I have given some coding. Okay, so this is also, you please do some practices. Okay, so these 3 lines are comes under the while loop. These 3 statements are the body of the while statement. So this is outside the while loop, this print statement. Okay, so already we are experienced with what is while, what is okay, while and all you know it. What is this? What is this? This is an modulo division, right? So how do you do a modulo division normally? So let's see what is modulo division. So it will give you an especially what is the main role of modular division, it will give you an remainder value, right. For example, 10 modulo 10 is equal to what is the remainder? 0. Okay. So my 11 modulo 10, what is the remainder value? 1. Okay. 12 modulo 10 equal to 2. 2 is the remainder value. So modulo is specially it will give you a remainder value. Okay. So modulo operation you want to know very well. Okay. Suppose I am giving 5 modulo 10. My 5 modulo 10 value is equal to 5. 6 modulo 10 equal to 6 only. 9 modulo 10 is a 9 only. 9 modulo 10 equal to 9 only. Right? Likewise, you got to know the modular division value. Right? So this is called what is this? Double slash. It's a floor division. So the main use of floor division is to give you a rounded value. Right? Suppose I am trying to give 22 divided by 10. Right, not divided by 10. So floor division by 10. So that is 22 floor division 10. It will give you 2. Right. So normally when you divide, you will get a 2.2 something like this. You will be getting. Okay. A normal division if you do it. If you go for floor division, it will give you an rounded value. Right. Fine. Yes. Next is Armstrong number. So what is Armstrong number? Can I? Yeah, what is Armstrong number? So Armstrong number is nothing but 153. I will take one example, number is 153 as my input. Okay. So here I have taken one number as an input. When I cube each digit, and for that is 1 cube plus I want to sum it. Okay, I want to add it plus 5 cube plus 3 cube, that is 3 cube. So each digit I am cubing, right. So what is the value I will get? 1 cube is 1 plus 5 cube is 5 into 5 25 plus into 5 is 125 plus 3 cube 3 into 3 9 into 3 27. So 27 is equal to what is the value you will get? 7 plus 5 is 12 and 13, yes, you will get 153 only. Okay. So this is the Armstrong number. Okay. So I am going to take one input number, when I cube it, each digit when I cube it, when I sum it, the same number if I am getting, then it is an Armstrong number. That is what I want to check it. Okay. So this is the code for Armstrong number. Okay. So it, basic things, some during runtime I want to get an input. And initially what is this? Original equal to n, right. So n is nothing but my input value, n equal to 153, my input number. So I am assigning to org also, right. So the meaning is that why I am assigning, here I am going to in if loop you can come to know. Okay, I am going to compare, right. So for that I am using this one, right. So n org equal to n means that my n is nothing but my input number 153, I am assigning to org. The meaning is that now I am having n equal to 153, org also I will have an 153 value. The same value I will be having in n s plus org, because my n value is 153, I am assigning that 153 value to org also. So now both n and org is having same value, right. Sum equal to 0 I am initially assigning. Next, while n greater than or equal to 0, my n value is 153, means 153 greater than 0. The condition is true only. Okay, condition is true only. A equal to n modulo 10. N value is 153 modulo 10. 153 modulo 10. What is the value you will get it? It will give you a remainder value only. So 3 only you will get it. Okay. So likewise, sum equal to sum value 0, 0 plus a value. What is the a value? Here a equal to 3, right. So n modulo 10 n value is 153 modulo 10 I will get 3 only. Now a value is 3. So 3 into 3 into 3. So what is the value? 27. Okay. So the 27 will be stored in sum. Okay, now n equal to n floor division 10, n value is 153, floor division 10. Okay, what is the value you will get it? 15, because it will give you what is the floor division will give you, it will give you a rounded value, you know it. Okay, so now n value is 15, again we will go to same while loop only, 15 greater than 0, the condition is true, it will come here a equal to 15 modulo 10, 15 modulo 10 what is the value, it will give you remainder value, that is 5, n equal to now sorry it will give you remainder 5 now, that a value is 5. So sum equal to, what is the sum value already, sum value already it is 27 plus here a value is 5, 5 into 5 into 5, 125. So now 125 plus 27 equal to 152, 152 will be stored in sum. N equal to n floor division 10. So n floor division 10 na n value now is 15. 15 floor division 10 is nothing but I will be getting 1 only. My answer is 1 only. Again we will go to same while loop, 1 greater than 0. Condition is still true. It will come here a equal to 1 modulo 10. 1 modulo 10 value is 1 modulo 10 is 1 only. 1 modulo 10 value is equal to 1 only. Okay. So now a value is 1. Okay. Sum equal to already sum value, what is the value I am having na, 152 I am having in sum plus 1 into 1 because a value is 1. 1 into 1 na 1. 152 plus 1, 153 will be stored in sum. Okay. Now the sum value is 153. Sum value is equal to 153. Right. And now one floor division 10, 1 floor division 10 now what is the value, 1 floor division 10 is equal to 0, right? So again it will go to same while loop, 0 greater than 0, condition become false, so it will come out from the while loop. Okay, so that's it, it will come to the if that is outside the loop. Okay, it will come here. Now what is the value of sum values we have stored as 153, sum value is 153 equal to ORG value initially we have assigned, it is an 153 is ORG. So when you are comparing sum value with ORG, okay, so now both are equal, then it is we have to print the given number is Armstrong number. Okay, else okay the given number is not a Armstrong number. In our case the both are equal, sum equal to ORG, sum value is 153 and ORG value also 153. Okay. Okay, so likewise there are lot of example I have taken. So I don't want to explain all the example programs, please you go through it so that you will get some idea, right? So let me explain only the concept, what is behind of this program. Palindrome, the given what is palindrome, the given number is palindrome or not. So palindrome program, let me know what is, first you want to know what is palindrome. What is palindrome? What is a palindrome? A palindrome is nothing but any number or a string which remains unaltered when reversed, right? For example 1 2 3 2 1, so my given number is 1 2 3 2 1. So when I reverse it also I will get same 1 2 3 1 2. Okay, so the 1 2 3 2 1. So when I reverse it the same thing. For example another one, 121 is my given number. Okay, when I reverse it same thing I will be getting 121. Okay, suppose I am taking 153, when I reverse it I will be getting 351. Okay, 351, it is not a Armstrong, sorry, it is not a palindrome. Okay, so this is for the given number is palindrome or not, it is a given number. Okay, so likewise for for string also it is there. For example race car, what is that? Race car, RACE, race car. Okay, when I reverse it RACE, the same thing I will be getting, right? So when you reverse it the same thing if it is you are getting, then it is an palindrome. Okay, so it is a string palindrome, right? So likewise you can take so many examples. Madam, DAM, Madam. When you reverse it, you will get the same thing. Malayalam, 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 right? So when you reverse it, the same thing you will be getting. The given string is, when you reverse it, you will get the same, then it is a palindrome for a string. So likewise, right? So this is the program for the given number is palindrome or not. This is the program for you can go try for palindrome string also. Yeah. So far we have discussed about what is while loop, what is indentation. We have discussed about some of the programs which is comes under while loop. Okay, for example, sum of n numbers, and the given number is palindrome or not, the given number is Armstrong or not. Okay, likewise so many programs we have discussed. Okay, I hope you have understood something. Okay, if you do some practice on an online compiler, you will come to know. Okay, you know that Python online compiler, program is right. Okay, just I will tell you. So for this you no need to have any laptop with you. You can use your mobile phone for doing some of the programs, right. So go to Google, there you can type Python online compiler. Okay, when you click on the link Python online compiler, after typing Python online compiler, when you press enter, it will go to so many online compiler. First it will show that program is okay, as an one of the Python online compiler will be getting. There you can type all the code whatever you want, you can type it and you can execute it. Okay, and Python tutor also it is there. Python tutor, I hope you know this. Okay, you can try in this also for typing. In Python tutor is very good. Okay, so how the looping and all, how it is getting executed line by line, you will come to know how it is getting executed. Okay, each line how it is moving, all the things you will come to know in Python tutor. Even this also you can try for it. Okay, so next one is for loop. Okay, this is also one of the looping. Okay, in for we have for in range, right. We can generate a sequence of numbers using range function. Okay, range 10 will generate numbers from 0 to 9. Okay, that is 10 numbers, right. So when you use range function, okay, you can generate some up to how many numbers you want to generate, you can do that. So in range function have to define the start, stop and step. Okay, so size we are supposed to give it. So this is the syntax for loop. Okay, so for I in range, I is nothing but iterative variable. In range, starting value we are supposed to give it, stopping value we are supposed to give it, and step size also we are supposed to give it. Whether step size is it is an optional one. If you want, you can give it. Okay, suppose if you are not given, automatically it will consider as a step size is 1, right. If you want to mention as 2, that you can do 2 or 3, whatever you want, you can give it. But suppose we are not mentioning anything, right, it will automatically take it as a 1 only. So here it is given, the step size defaults to 1 if not provided. Okay, it is not mandatory to give you a step size. Okay, so next, if the condition is true only, the body of the for loop will get executed. Okay, as you know that for loop and while loop and else, if and all, we are supposed to give end of the line we are supposed to give colon. That is the syntax of Python. Next, yeah, we will see with an example. Okay, what is that? For I in range, this is called starting value 1. This is called stop value. It is 6, right? You can see here, start value 1, stop value 6. Step size is not mentioned. It is not mandatory, right? If you want to give, you can give it, otherwise no need. Okay, by default it will consider as a 1 only, right? So for I in range of 1, 6. So the meaning is that, okay, you can I will write it. Yeah. So the meaning is that the 1 less than 6. Okay. So it will check for condition. First time the I value is 1, second time I value become 2, third time I value become 3. Likewise, it will keep on you know, the iterative variable, it will keep on incrementing the I value. Every time it will keep on incrementing by 1. Okay. So first time I value is 1, okay, n value is 6, the range is 6. Okay, that is the meaning, 1 less than 6. The condition is true. So if it is true, now print I. What is the I na first value? 1 is getting printed. Now after printing it, still it will go to same for loop only. Now I value become 2, 2 less than 6 meaning, okay, still the condition is true, it will come to print the I, this statement, right. So what is I value now? I value is now is 2, so 2 is getting printed. So after printing I value, again we will go to same for loop. Now the iterative value variable I value become 3, okay, 3 less than 6, right. The still condition is true, it will come to print statement, the I value will get printed, that is 3. So again we will go to same for loop. Now I value become 4, 4 less than 6, no, condition is true, okay. So it will print I value is 4, again it will go to same for loop, the I value become 5, 5 less than 6, condition true, it will print 5, okay. Now I value become 6, the meaning is that 6 less than 6, okay. So it will come to print I, you know, the condition is false, it will not come to print I, okay. When the condition is false, it will go to outside of the for loop. So this print statement is inside the for loop, okay. This else part is outside the for loop, okay. So here it will when the condition is true, sorry, false, okay, it will come out from, you know, from the for loop, it will go to else part, it will execute this line, the number greater than 6. So likewise it will get printed, okay. So this is the how to you know print in some list, you know, some range of numbers by using a range function. So nested for, what is my nested for? Nested for, in the name itself the meaning is there, nested for na, the for within for, okay. We are going to use for loop, within the for we are going to use another for also, for loop. For inside another for is called a nested for, okay. That is, we are in for loop, we have for loop, inside we have another for loop also, we are going to use it, that is called a nested for. The syntax for a nested for loop statement in Python programming language as follows. This is the syntax given, syntax for nested for I in sequence, this is called a, so this is called outer for loop, and another for loop inside, okay, we are going to use another for loop, that is called a inner for loop. So this is called outer for loop, first for loop is called outer for loop and second for loop is called a inner for loop, okay. So this statement is comes under this for loop, and this this statement is comes for this for loop, okay. So we are going to see with some examples, we will come to know, yeah. It's a very good example, okay, you people need to know it, okay. First what I am going to do now, so for I in range of 1, 4, right. So the I value is initially 1, here, you know, up to 4, 1 less than 4, okay, right. So how the this outer for loop, how the inner for loop, how it will get executed, first you want to know it. First it will check for the outside for loop, which one? First for loop it will check it, condition. If the condition of the first for loop is true only, it will go to the inner for loop, okay. If the inner for loop is true only, it will go to the print statement, okay. So suppose the outer for loop is true, the inner for loop is false, okay. When this inner for loop is become false, it will go to outer for loop. When the outer for loop is become false, it will come out entirely, it will not go anywhere, okay. That is the logic behind it. First it will check for the outer for loop condition, if the outer for loop condition is true only, it will come to the inner for loop. If the inner for loop condition is true only, it will go to print statement, okay. When the inner for loop condition is become false, it will not go to print statement, again it will go to outer for loop, okay. When the outer for loop condition is false, entirely it will come out from the for loop, okay, right. First it will how it will go now, 1 less than 4, condition is true, the outer for loop condition is true only, it will go to inner for loop for j in range of 4 less than 7, this is also true, right? So what is the next, it will go to print statement. What is I value? I value is initially 1, j value initially 4. 1 into 4, 4. So output I will get as 4. Okay. So now the inner for loop condition is true. Now again it will go to inner for loop only until this inner for loop condition become false. It will keep on going to inner for loop only. So first time, you know, j value is 4. Okay. Still the inner for loop is true only. Again it will go to same inner for loop. Now the j value become 5 less than 7. J value is getting incremented by 1. So j value become 5. So 5 less than 7. The condition is still true. Okay. What is I value? I value we know it 1. Multiply. What is j value? 5. 1 into 5? 5 will get printed. Okay. Again we will go to same inner for loop only. Now the j value become, what is the j value? Oh, now j value become 6. 6 less than 7. Okay. 6 less than 7. Okay. So now the condition still true. It will come here. What is I value? I value is 1 only. J value is 6. 1 into 6, 6 is getting printed. Okay. Now, so it will go to same inner for loop only, that is j loop. Okay. Now the j value become 7. 7 less than 7. The condition is false. The inner for loop is getting false. Now it will go to outer for loop. Outer for loop now already I value is 1. Now I value become 2. 2 less than 4. The condition is true. Now it will come to inner for loop. Inner for loop. So now it will start taking the j value from the beginning. Right? So now the meaning is that 4 less than 7. It will check for 4 less than 7. Condition is true. Now what it will do now? What it will do? I value is 2. Right? J value is 4. 2 into 4, because first time j value is 4 only. Here I value is 2. 2 into 4, 8. It will get printed. Okay. Again we will go to same inner for loop. Now j value become 5. Okay. 5 less than 7. It will check for it. Okay. If the condition is true, it will come here. I value is 2 into 2 into, what is the j value? J value is 5. 2 into 5, 10. 10 will get printed. Okay. So now what will happen? Again we will go to same inner for loop, that is j. Now 6, it will, j value become 6. Still condition is true. What is I value here? I value is now same 2 only. 2 into 6, 12. Okay. Now same will go to inner j loop only, that is for loop. So now 7 less than 7. So condition is false. Condition false. Now it will go to outside the for loop. Now I value become 3. 3 less than 4. Okay. The condition is true. It will come here, come to inner for loop. Now again the j value starting from 0, sorry, starting from 4. Okay. 4 less than 7. Okay. It will check for condition true. Now I value is now, I value is, what is I value? 3. I value is 3, and what is the j value? 4. 3 into 4, 12. That will get printed. Okay. Again it will go to same inner for loop. Now j value become 5. 5 less than 7, it will check for it. If the condition is true, it will come here. What is I value? I value is 3, and what is the j value? 5. 3 into 5, 15. That will get printed. Again it will go to same inner for loop. Now okay, you know, it will check for the condition, which one? 6 less than 7, condition true. What is I value? 3 into, what is j value? 6. 3 into 6, 18. It will get printed. Okay. Again it will go to same inner for loop. It will, you know, it will check for this condition. Okay. 7 condition is false. It will go to outer for loop. Outer loop. Now what is the I value become? I value is become 4. 4 less than 4. The condition is false. So now only the outer for loop condition is getting false. When the outer for loop is getting false, entirely it will come out from the loop. Okay. Right. So this is where this, how this program is getting executed. Right. I hope you can understood. Right. right. So this is the Fibonacci series program using for loop. Okay. First you want to know what is Fibonacci. Let me explain only the logic behind it. Fibonacci series. Yeah. Fibonacci series is nothing but initially we have to take 0 and 1. This is our initial number. Okay. Now first number is 0 and second number is 1. I want to, first number is 0 and second number is 1. Now I want to generate the third number. Okay, I want to generate the third number. Na, previous number to be added with the previous number. 1 plus 0, 1. Right? This number with to be added with the previous number. 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, and 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 5, 13. Likewise, we will keep on going, right? So this is called Fibonacci series. How you want to generate your Fibonacci series? Suppose what is my input, what is going to be my output? Okay, so you know that input is an number, so that's why given as an integer is an data type. Okay, so initially I want to print a comma b. I am setting a values and b values 1 only. That is a value is 0 and b value is 1, that is what it is getting printed. Okay. So my input is, for example, how you want to generate the number, no? My input is 7, right now. It has to print 7 numbers, 1, this is an given 1, 0 and 1 initially, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when my input is 7, I need to generate up to these numbers. Okay, these many numbers I want to generate. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suppose my here you can see here the number of terms is 6. Okay, so this is called combined it is taking as a one term. This is second term, this is third term, this is fourth term in Fibonacci series. Fifth term and sixth term. Right? So likewise, when I give my input as 6 numbers I want to generate in a Fibonacci series. When you work on it, you will come to know. So in for loop, what it is given for I in range, how the range function will work, do you know it? Okay. So this is called a starting value. N is nothing but this 6. This 6 is an given one. Whatever the number you want to generate, you can give any number. Okay. Right? So this is called step size. You can give it or you don't need to give it, but if you by default if you are not giving it will consider as a 1, right? So when you work on it, then you will come to know, right? So how the Fibonacci series is working, right? Next one is loop control structure. So far we have discussed about what is while loop, what is for loop and all we have discussed, right? So looping control structure is nothing but it is going to control or it going to alter some, whenever the flow is going, while loop it will keep on executing some set of statements. When you, if you want to make any changes, suddenly it will happen by using this kind of, statements, break, continue and pass. Loop control structure, it is controlling the loop, you will come to know. Yes. So these are the three things are there. One is break, another one is continue, another one is pass, right? So break is nothing but one of the loop control structure. Break statements can alter the flow of loop, okay, and it terminates the current loop and executes the remaining statement outside the loop. If the loop has else statement, that will also get terminated and come out of the loop completely. Okay, so let me explain how it is working. So for syntax for this break is nothing, break is break only. So this is the so this is the how the break statement is going to work. I am going to explain. So for break, so break is the syntax. Simply break is the syntax I have given in program, right? So first how the break statement is getting executed, I will be explaining within flow chart. First it is enter into a loop, loop na while loop. Okay, it is checking for condition. Condition is true now, while loop condition is true na, it will come here. Either it will check for some break is there or not inside the while loop. Okay, it will check for the some breaks. If the while loop or for loop, whatever may be, if any statement is there in break, okay, right, if break is there, yes na, exit the loop. Suppose the break is not there, it will go to the body of the loop. Okay. So let me explain with an example. Now I am having for I in welcome, right? If I equal to C, it is checking some conditions, right? I am having break statement, and now this is called print statement. You know it. This for loop, okay, inside the for we have how many statements? 1, 2, 3. 3 statements are there in inside for, because all the 3 lines are indented with for. Indented is nothing but this space, right? Okay. You know, under if this is the indented one. Which one? Break only the indented. So the under if we have only break. So the print statement is outside the if, right? Okay, fine. Now first for I in welcome. In I is an iterative variable, you know that. First time in I we have I equal to this W. First time W only will be there in I. So it will check for it. Okay. First I will W. W equal to CR. It will check for it. Whether both are same? No, na. It will not go to inside the if loop. It will go to print statement. Outside the if only it will go for it. What is I? I is W. So W is getting printed. W is getting printed. Next, again it will go to same for loop only. Now the I value is E. Now I value is E. So E equal to C. Both are same. E equal to C? No. It will it will not go inside the if. It will go to outside the if called print. So it will print I na. What is I now? E is an I, right? That one will get printed. Again it will go to same for loop. Now I value, what is that? L. L is the I. So now L equal to C. It will check for it. No, both are not same. So it will not go to inside the if, it will go to outside the if, that is called print. Now it will print I na. What is I now? L. So L is getting printed. Okay. Next, what is I value? I value is C. Okay. Now it will check for C equal to C. It will check for it. Yes, both are same. C equal to C. If it is true na, it will come to break. Right? When the compiler it finds the keyword called break, it will come out from the entire loop. Okay. Right? The loop will be terminated. So only it will print only WEL only, right? Further it will not get executed. That is called a break statement. So next one is continue. This is also, it terminates the current iteration and transfer the control to the next iteration in the loop, right? So what is the difference between break and continue? You will come to know. So in break statement, what will happen na, when the compiler finds the statement called break, it will terminate the entire loop, it will come out. Where it is continuing, when it is finding any keyword called continue, right, it will not go to print, okay, but it will go to for loop again. Okay, let me explain how it is working. First it will come for an check for the conditions. It will check for the looping conditions, right? If the condition is true, it will come here. Whether it is having any keyword called continue, if the continue is there, yes na, again will go to check for the condition. Loop, it will go to loop again. It will not go to body of the loop. Okay, right? If the condition first, once again I will tell you the condition, it will check for the condition in the loop. Okay, if the loop is true na, condition is true na, it will come for this statement. Okay, if any keyword called continue is there, yes na, again it will go to this conditions, right? Loop only. It will not go to the body of the loop, right? right? First, how it is working? The same example I am going to take it for I in welcome, right? So initially if I equal to C, the same thing I am taking here. I am instead of break I am using continue here, right? That is the only difference. How it is getting executed? First I value is W. W equal to C, it will check for it. No, no na, it will come out from the if, it will print only I value. What is I value now? W. W is getting printed. Next it will come to, now the I value is E. Now I value is E. It will check for the condition E equal to C. No, no na, it will come to print statement, it will print E. Again we will go to same for loop. Now it will check for, now I value is L. So L equal to C. No, no na, it will go to, it will not go to get into the body of the if loop, it will go to the print statement, that is I value, that is L, it will get printed. Okay. Now it will check for, now I value is C, I value is C. C equal to C, it is checking, yes, both are same, equal na, it will come to the body of the if. So continue, it is finding some keyword called continue na, it will not go to print still, okay, it will go to again go to same for loop. Now I value become O, I value become O. So here O equal to C, it will check for it. No, no na, it will come to print, it will print only O. So what is the difference you are able to see here na? C equal to C, when it is finding the I value C, both are same, it is coming to the body of the if loop. Here it is finding one keyword called continue. So when it is finding keyword called continue, it will not go to print statement, that is C alone will not get printed. Okay. See, we can see here in output there is no C here, right? Next it will keep on, next O equal to C, no, no na, it will go to print, it will get printed. Again it will go to M equal to C, no, no na, it will not go to continue, it will go to print, right? So it will print this one M, it will go to again for loop, right? Now I value become E, right? E equal to C, no, no na, it will go to print, it will print this one, right? So likewise, this is the difference between break and continue. In break, what will happen, it will check for, every time it will check for it, okay, it will compare it, both are, different na, it will print only each character will keep on printing. Suppose when it is coming, both character are same, it will break it, then break is nothing but it is it will, exit from the entire loop. But continue, what it will do na, it will not print, it will go to again same for loop without printing. Okay, it will go for next iteration, that's it, that is the difference. So last one is pass. So this is also one of the looping control structure. It is very simple. It is used when a statement is required syntactically, but you don't want any code to execute it. It is a null statement. Okay, it is nothing happens when it is getting executed. Okay, the syntax for this is pass only. Syntax for break statement is break only. Syntax for continue statement is continue only. Likewise for pass also pass only, the syntax, simple, right? The same example I am taking, right, for I in welcome. So let me take my pen. The same example I have taken for I in welcome, I equal to C, right? So initially I value is I is W, W equal to C, no, 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 it will print W, it will check for E, next I value is E, E equal to C, no, 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 it will go, it will not get into the body of the if loop, it will go to print statement, that is called E. Again it will go for next I value become L, L equal to C, no, 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 it will go to print statement, it will print L, again it will go for C, C equal to C, okay, it will compare it, right? So now the condition is true only. True na, what will happen? It will come to pass, pass, it will come to pass. Okay, simply what will do now, it will come to pass and it will print only, nothing will happen. So, it will print C. Again it will go to O, it will compare O with C, it is not, both are not equal, it will come to print, it will print O. Likewise, every statement will keep on, all the letters will get printed, that is it, that is the difference. So, the difference between break and continue and pass is nothing but break will stop the entire program, okay, it will entire loop, it will come out from the loop, whereas continue, the particular iteration alone will be stopped, it will go to another next iteration, it will not get printed, whereas pass, nothing will happen, simply it will pass to the next iteration by printing also will be done. So, that is the difference, right. Okay, fine, pass, yeah, that is it. Any queries, you can feel free to contact us, right. We are ready to guide you always, right. So far we have discussed about looping, for loop, while loop and looping control structure, break and continue and pass and all we have discussed. In for loop and while loop we have discussed some of the programs, okay, some of the programs I have explained, some of the programs I have explained only the logic, okay, you people need to work out, okay. So, self learning only it is going to give you a knowledge, it is very important, you people have, as I told you already, you people need to do some practically, you have to work it, since it is in programming. So, Python program is very simple, everybody can learn it, okay, even for primary school students we can learn Python, because such a easiest language, okay, where you people, you can Google it and you can learn it, okay. Yes, if you are having any queries, if you can feel free to contact us, please you can have a online compiler in mobile, okay, you can just, as I told you earlier, you can go Google it and you can go give it to, you can type it as called a Python online compiler, you will get so many compiler will be there, which compiler you are comfortable with that, you can go use that compiler and just type it and try to execute it, okay, everything is a trial and error, whenever you are making any mistakes, it's not a problem, next time you can clear it, okay, right. Thank you.